Ugh, I'm sorry for. I was clearing my throat when I pressed record, so sorry about that. Well, anyways, I decided to make this video because I was thinking about making this yesterday night, last night, sorry, that's the more correct term to say, and I just wasn't really able to. And now it's this night, and I'm thinking, oh, I may run out of time if I don't post this, or I mean record this, so I can post it. But anyways, I haven't truly chosen the topic yet, and I'm sorry, I just wasn't really able to script it beforehand, so it's just going to be more rambling, more of a ramble fest. In the future I will script them more commonly. As of now, there's still only one video that I've scripted, but I'll script more in the future. Also, yes, this one is recorded with the what are they called? I know it's not called iPod, but I think it's something along those lines. Earpods? Yes, because they're Apple. They're Apple branded. Okay, well, anyways, I'm just sort of thinking about societal structures and things such as that. Institutions such as marriage, other things like that, which I find not odd, it seems somewhat natural, but it's weird about the corruptions of it. I'm sorry, I just didn't think before making this video too much, besides just thinking, oh, it's going to go away. I'm so stupid, I don't even know how to formulate thoughts in the speech that well anymore. Though I can formulate things pretty well into writing, which is why I always wanted to script them, but I'm not scripting them. So I may just make this pure rambling. Sorry about that. Anyways, I guess. Oh yes, I was also thinking about making something about my dreams. Oh yeah, I had a pretty odd dream recently. I'm not sure if I talked about this. Actually, I'm pretty sure I haven't talked about this in any videos beforehand, but it was this dream where, since I live in a mansion, it, things are quite big, and so I was eating breakfast from my usual spot. Not breakfast, but lunch from my usual spot. I kind of skip breakfast, I just eat lunch in the early mornings. Well, it's not really that early in the morning for me, I usually eat it at like 10 or 11, but that's besides the point. On weekends, because this one took place on a weekend or just a day where I was not at school and or otherwise preoccupied. So I see the TV and it's on some sort of PBS program, and as I watch the TV, I see myself at my current age, or like, not my current age, but age 14 or something along those lines. And I'm not 14 right now, I'm 16. I see like my 14 or 13-year-old self, and I'm wearing this Minecraft creeper onesie. Now I used to wear a lot of onesies when I was a child, and I didn't wear them when I was 13 or 14. I think I stopped wearing them around age 11, but I just wore them because they're pretty easy to put on at night when I was going to sleep, and I wore them throughout the day if it was a weekend or something like that. And one of the ones I wore was one that had a creeper pattern from Minecraft. So I was wearing that, and I was sitting on a rock, and there was someone next to me. Like, I was seeing myself on the TV, sitting on the rock, and there was someone next to me, just talking about things prior linked to the plot of whatever I was watching. And I see the camera just panning around myself, constantly panning around myself in different angles. And eventually my father notices as well. He doesn't speak too much on it, and my grandmother was also in the room, seeing it from the kitchen. And we just watch. I think my grandmother wasn't paying much attention, like always. So there's that. And Uh, sorry. Trying. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so. And it just kind of ended there, with it panning all around me. Panning and panning and panning and panning. Seeing all the angles. Now, I'd say this reminds me a lot of the show that was supposedly being played on it. Reminds me a lot of Candle Cove. Candle Cove, it's a creepypasta. Crystal Cove, I'm pretty sure it's Candle Cove, which is the name. I'm not sure if whoever's listening actually knows what that is, but you can look it up. It was kind of popular on the internet, like around mid-2010s, all that. But that's besides the point, even though there's no point, it's just rambling. I'm not really getting anywhere with this. It's just some type of journal, I guess, and gives me a way to actually express my ideas, because I always feel like my life is being observed in some way, or it's gonna be read out somewhere, and they wouldn't really have much to go off of if I don't give them much to have, materials to divulge information about myself, because I just sort of feel like I'm going to die soon, maybe within years, and then they're gonna go over, and they're gonna talk about me, for some reason, I don't know, it just feels odd. It just feels like it's fate. If they're even conscious enough to talk about me. It's as if they're all robots anyways, no souls, no nothing. Just imitations, for the most part. But that's it, and it's not it. I think I have more to discuss, but I just kind of have to think, and I can't really think that much right now. And I really wish I could. I really wish I could think more and provide more, divulge more, to ramble about. I guess, there's not really much. I guess I could somewhat talk about my recent day in school, or something along those lines. There's some sort of, I guess, jock-esque figure that tries sitting next to me in my 5th period class, and he keeps on trying to talk to me. Like, hey, I don't actually have a figure of a nickname for myself. I'd rather not divulge my first name on this channel at all. But, what could I actually say as a nickname? It's just sort of hard to pick up right now, or say I do use the name Chud as a nickname on areas. Oh, and yes, there's also another one that I used. I don't use it now, but Hamster. Disabled Hamster. But I'll just shorten it to Hamster. Hey, Hamster. Have you... how was your day yesterday? And they'd say, it's fine. And I wouldn't say much after that. I wouldn't even really look at him because it would make me feel weird. But it's not trying to feel rude, it feels natural at this point. I don't even know if I really ever did that in the past particularly well. Looked at people and I'm talking to them, though I know I've been able to do it with my cousin, I believe so, and my family as well. I just can't even tell, I can't remember. My memory turns into sludge. I can't even remember most of my life. It's all just gone into nothingness, not nothingness, but such a blur. Such a blur of all the years. And there's not much I can do about it. I guess I can remember internet history and all like the stuff that happened on the internet through all the years. But in terms of my life, it feels like I never lived. But I guess I can get past that. That's besides the point of whatever I'm talking about, which is nothing. I'm talking about nothing, and it'll always be nothing, I guess. or something. I'm sorry, I just can't make much sense right now. I wish I could. Yeah, it's just pure rambling at this point. There's nothing more to it. But I guess, yeah, this is the 5th Chronicle of my odd synthesis channel. Oh, and the other August Consciousness one, which got terminated by YouTube. Not even for something I did on that channel, it just got terminated. Because another channel I had got terminated for utter bullshit. And it annoys me. Oh, another thing, I guess another thing I can ramble about. I guess throughout the years, it's something I sort of passively observe, but now I'm really starting to put more thought into it, and more trying to conduct a general thesis. And the saying, or, idea that people are inherently evil or inherently bad, I believe that to be true. It is true to such a very large extent. People are inherently stupid, inherently evil. Especially at the primal stages, they're very stupid, very evil. And it's just taught, really. Not taught, but it's also genetically enforced. If you ever heard of ancestral memories, it's sort of like that as well. Sort of a similar concept. Like a child of a murderer is more likely to kill, I guess. It's also more so upbringing and things such as that. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for that. My father, he knocked on my door. I'm sorry for that as well, but he knocked on my door and so I had to put that recording a bit short. But now, it's good. So I'll keep on continuing. I lost my train of thought there, but yes, I was talking about people being inherently stupid and inherently evil. It's how they enforce their cultural ideas upon everyone, every single thing. Say, for example, a disabled child. The child may look somewhat deformed, somewhat just different than the others. So what they're going to do is passively discriminate against the child in very, very subtle ways, subtle socio-cultural ways, like maybe they get less pay. Sorry, I'm just sort of dumb right now. And because I was talking about a classroom, less pay doesn't make much sense. And since they're kids, they're going to be more, I guess, obvious about their intents and distastes. But yeah, since they're children in elementary school or whatever, they're going to be less likely to have the other to play with the disabled child, to, I guess, give toys, or I guess share toys, like show and tell. Maybe some kid brings not a NASCAR, why am I saying a NASCAR? No, a Hot Wheel. Like Hot Wheels, you can see it go around, or whatever kids did in like 2010 or 2005. Nowadays, it's just so much worse for the disabled child, because they're just all lobotomized by screens. I feel like acceleration is starting to take over. I've read into the works of, what's his name? I forgot his name, but one of the founder of accelerationism, yes, Nick Land. I've run into some of his ideas, and I feel like they're starting to take place in society, and it's generally fearful. Ted Kaczynski, I guess he's the anti-accelerationist, but it's so unlikely that that would take place, like people actually rising against the government in such a way where they'd care about getting rid of their comfort. They're never going to get rid of their comfort. Humanity is so selfish, they'll never do that. Maybe temporarily, but they'll still have the backbone. Of course, there's still the nuclear warfare. That's always a thing that can occur. But but for the vast majority, the mass would want to avoid such nuclear warfare. They wouldn't want that. They want to continue their selfish lifestyle forever, for all eternity. They're going to try and extend human lives so much, and against ways which I guess are natural, but maybe natural isn't always good. I feel like natural is good. Natural should be strived for, but natural is also cruel, and it's nature, the general nature of human beings, which is cruel. And there's so much more I could list right now, but I feel like I should make this its own separate video, one which is structured, one which is scripted, so I'll do that right now. Not right now. It'll probably take a few days or a day to do that. Or weeks, but I doubt that. It would be like a week at most, maybe 2 weeks or a week and a half. But that's it. I keep on saying that's it, but it's not it. Even though going on now, I'd be 15 minutes, it just would be one of my longer videos. I uploaded one which was 17 minutes in the past, which was quite long, I guess, given for these, but it feels like no time at all passes in between my talking. If I actually talk to people, I guess more normally at a more normal pace and a more normal rate, and had normal interests, like I could say sports, so yeah, at the game, or something. Perhaps I could lose hours and minutes talking and connecting with someone, but I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not not offline. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this now. I think my voice is being extra quiet here. So yes, I'm just going to cut this out. I mean, not cut this out. I mean, I'm just gonna stop